Niven, over to you.
Good morning, Honorable Judge, respected teacher, and fellow fighter. I am Nivin and I am the MC for today's event. Be bold, be heard is the theme for this contest. I'm sure at some point you must have felt that your opinion should be heard, your suggestion should be taken seriously. Isn't it? This is the right contest for you. Today's club debate contest is no less than a boxing ring. You have an opponent ready to give your jabs and blows, and you are ready to do the same here. But instead of a ring, we have a virtual stage and a worthy opponent. No boxing gloves, but our speech, and no jabs or blows, but our war of words. I hereby extend a warm welcome to all of you to this boxing contest, aka debate contest. Are you ready? So, fellow competitor, unmute and give a loud shout.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm super ready. Great.
Dear audience, to judge this event, we have Miss Taranum Sheikh, who is the founder of Activekids. She is an educator with more than a decade of teaching experience, and she has coached more than 500 students to overcome their stage fear and speak confidently. She is an inspiration for many. We are honored to have you, ma'am. Please share a few words.
Sure, thank you, Niven. So once again, a wonderful welcome to each and every one of you to this exciting forum, which is debate. A lot of people are quite interested in debate, and the age range varies. I've always seen people from the adults being more interested in debates, and they would open the TV and watch those days when there were no phones. And they would be very exciting to watch these debates on the news channels. Usually they would see two politicians coming face to face, and they would be so engrossed into this debate. So that was my observation as a child when I saw what is so exciting about this. Why does my father want to watch this whole series of debate going on? And that was the first time when I was introduced to the word debate. And when I asked my father, I said, "Oh, this is so boring. Can you please change the channel? Let's put a movie or something." He's like, "No, no, this is a very important discussion. Let me listen to it." And I'm like, "Well, they're discussing about an issue that was happening in the country." And they were like, "Yes, we want to know what is the solution that's being offered more than the problem that existed." And that really helped me understand what is the crux of debate. Why is that people want to debate? It's not to prove a point, it's not to stand out, but it is more to solve a problem. And that's where debate was one of the most complex skills, because we all are not empowered to solve any problem. We solve a problem when we come together as a team. And that is another skill that you learn through debate, is teamwork. So through this experience of debate, we wanted children to enhance not just their spoken communication skills, but also reasoning, problem solving, and the social skill, which is the teamwork and collaboration. And I'm sure with this experience, it has changed so many lives. And I'm very certain it's going to change Nivin's journey from here on as well, Nivin. My words are going to be very short to express what I feel seeing your progress, because the progress has been massive. If it was from point A to point D, I would have been able to define it. But for me, I've seen Nivin grow from A to P to Z. So that has been the milestone for Nivin. The graph has always gone up. And there are two people responsible for this. In fact, I would say three. One would be your teacher, because I don't think you would have been able to boost your confidence and your way of speaking, your charisma, your confidence without her support. So Miss Sana, You truly are a great mentor. I think Nivin is never going to forget a mentor like you in your life. Am I right, Nivin?
Yes.
So that's one person. The second one is your parent who has had this vision towards enrolling you with Activekids. And I think we were able to meet that, help her see that vision come to life and show you, help you in this journey. So, and Miss Anna has been super supportive through this whole experience. I've never seen her coming back with questions or, making things difficult for us. She's always trusted in us as teachers, and that's something gave us more confidence to do things better. So thank you, Miss Anna, on behalf of Activekids for your support through this entire 9, 10, maybe 12 months of journey. And I know this is going to continue forward. Right, Miss Anna? Is she there? Miss Anna, you're muted. Okay, never mind. And now the third person who should deserve this credit is none other than our lovely Nivin. Nivin, there is something very special in you. You are a kid, but you have the maturity and the confidence that can outshine in any situation, on any stage. I think this is your gift, which your God had given to you. Okay, we helped you just polished. Okay, we did not give you that gift. You already had it in you. We only polished you. All right. And now the gift that you have, don't give it to anyone ever.
Yes.
All right. Make use of that gift that you have, the gift of confidence, the gift of being able to persuade someone, the gift of calmness. I see you speaking with calmness. I've never seen you do things for something else. Your reason has been very clear that I have to speak to share my idea. So, whatever ideas you have, use this gift to communicate your idea. Okay. And also to encourage people, lift people up. You have a little brother. Imagine if you helped him in this journey of speaking. That would be fantastic. So now your role has to shift from a student to a mentor to a teacher, because you have a gift that you needed. Okay. Don't give this gift away. Don't give this power away to anybody. Keep this with you and use it every single day. It's like your smartphone now. Smartphones are a must now. We always need to have it in our pocket. If it's not there, there is a problem. So with you, Nivin, make sure it's like that. You are carrying that gift in your pocket and you need to keep using it at different point. Maybe if you want to go and talk to the stranger in the supermarket or in the mall, go ahead, walk up to them, look in their eye with respect, say what you want to say. Even that is one kind of practice that you have to continue doing from this after this journey. Okay. The second thing is teaching your brother the different things that you have learned from your ma'am. All right. Your friends. Yeah. As I said, your role is shifted from a student to a mentor to a teacher. Because once you teach people, you're going to learn more and remember things for long. So continue to hone this skill, practice it again and again and again. Because even though your course is ended, that doesn't mean, fine, now I have the certificate that says I'm the best speaker. It doesn't work like that. It's like a circle. You have to keep going on, okay, practicing it, honing it, make mistakes, learn from it, okay. And one last thing that I can say, Nivin, for you is you learn public speaking best through reflection. So when you have a speech or any performance or any conversation, reflect on what I did right, what I could have done better. That's it, called reflection. You're going to learn best through reflection.
Okay.
And the second thing is you're going to learn best through repetition. Repeat. Whatever good you did, repeat. So those are the two R's that are going to help you very much in this journey, Nivin. Okay. And as we say, there's no such thing as final goodbye. We always love to stay connected with you, with your parent. We want to help you more to enhance your skills and personality and interpersonal communication. We want you to come back and tell us what help do you need. Okay, we'll be very, very happy to help you, Nivin. Okay, so all the very best to you. Good luck for today's debate. May you shine and rock as always. And my final word to my lovely Arna, who's here. Oh my God, I'm so happy to see this little girl. Well, Arna joined me 2 to 3 years back. She was a little girl, okay, chubby, nice and chirpy, always smiling. But when she started with me, Miss Anna, she would speak, but she would not have any structure. I'll be like, oh, what is going on? When is she going to end her speech? It would be like that. And I had to always interrupt her and say, Anna, relax. Your time's up. Anna, let's hold on. But now when she is there, it's like I have to drop my pen and listen to what she's saying, to every word. That is what Arna is. When she sets her heart on something, she will achieve that and she'll be on it. That is the commitment that she has always shown in the class. Even when there is an event at home, or she's out for a party or in the car, she will connect in the class. She's like, she doesn't want to miss a single session. That's the commitment that I've seen in Arna, and I'm so glad the way she's evolved as a speaker, as a student. And Arna, you're here. I'm super, 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 and even more excited. So all the very best for the
Thank you.
contest. Okay, and that's it from my side, teacher and parents. Without further delay, let's begin and let's kickstart the event. Thank you very much.
Ma'am, I had one question.
Please.
Is it my last class, or will I have more?
All right. See, there's no such thing as a final goodbye. As I said, this technically we have completed teaching you all the skills that you need in your confident communication journey. Okay. There is so much more that we could teach, but this was a time bound course. So we told your parent, okay, your course is going to start from here and end here. So that end is here. It's like, you've achieved so and so milestones. But if you want to continue further into writing skills, or maybe if you want to go for a bit more advanced speaking skills, we can surely help you. Right now, we will not be able to talk more about the program, but yes, we do want you to come back. Okay, and this time, if required, if possible, we should do it in a group class, because that's a very different experience, Nivin. I would love to see with a peer, talking, interacting, debating. That's a very different experience. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sorry.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring words. Without further ado, let us straight jump into our contest. I wish my opponent all the very best. Be bold, and enjoy. I now hand it over to our teacher, Miss Sana, to conduct the virtual debate.
Thank you so much, Nivin, for such a warm welcome. Thank you, Ms. Taranum, for sharing such great words of motivation and inspiring the young souls. So without further ado, let's jump into the contest, and let me tell the audience about the structure of the contest. This contest is basically the debate contest, which is divided into 4 groups, 4 parts actually. First part will be the opening speech round, wherein both the participants, they will deliver their opening speech trying to prove why what they feel is correct. Second round will be the rebuttal round, where they will rebut each other's pointers and try to convince the judge and the audience to what they feel is correct. Third is the cross-examination round, wherein they will be asked questions from our respected judge on the spot, and they have to answer it impromptu. Fourth will be the last round, that is the closing speech round, wherein they will be giving their concluding points once again to reiterate the point that what they feel is correct. And the topic for today's debate contest is theater versus Netflix. Exciting. So Nivin is going to speak in favor of theater, whereas Arna is going to stand strongly in support of Netflix. So without further ado, I invite the opening speaker, Nivin, who stands strongly in support of theater, to share his opening remarks. Nivin, over to you.
Good morning, Honorable Judge, my worthy opponent, and our lovely audience. My name is Nivin, and I strongly feel that watching a movie in a theater is better than Netflix. Movies have always been a way to escape from everyday life, while streaming on platforms like Netflix is on your phone. Watching a movie in a theater is a unique and unmatched experience. Studies show that people feel more involved in stories when the sound and visuals are high quality. Firstly, the surround sound and the big screen make every scene more powerful, whether it's an action packed moment or a quiet emotional scene. A study by Dolby Lab found that 78% of moviegoers believe that sound is essential to connecting with a movie, which is hard to recreate at home. Secondly, the social side of theaters is special too. Watching a movie with a crowd brings a shared energy. A comedy feels funnier and a thrilling scene feels more exciting in a theater. Netflix may be on your phone, but it can't match the excitement, focus, and connection of watching a movie in a theater. So the next time a big movie comes out, step out, grab some popcorn, and enjoy the magic of the big screen. It's an experience you won't want to miss. Therefore, I strongly believe that watching a movie in a theater is far better than Netflix. I hereby rest my case. I appeal the House to support. Thank you.
Thank you, Nivin, for your opening remarks and your opening speech, why you feel that theater is better. But now, I invite my opening speaker, Arna, who stands strongly in support of the motion that no, Netflix is way better than theater. I invite my speaker, Arna, to share her opening points. Arna, over to you.
Good evening, honorable judges, my worthy opponent, and our lovely audience. My name is Arna, and I strongly believe that watching a movie on Netflix is better than theater. I will prove to you why I feel so. Netflix gives us the freedom to watch anything, anytime, and anywhere. You can pause, rewind, and even watch in your pajamas. It is convenient, it is affordable, and it offers a huge amount of variety of shows and movies at your fingertips. Firstly, it's super convenient. A study by Dolotai shows that 55% of people around the world prefer watching movies on Netflix than theaters. Secondly, it is affordable. Netflix gives you unlimited access to a library of movies and shows. Next, uh, therefore, I strongly believe that watching a movie on Netflix is better than theater. I rest my case.
Thank you, Arna, for your opening points. So this was our first round where both the participants, Nivin and Arna, they shared their opening points in support of theater and Netflix respectively. Here we take a pause for the judge to do the marking before we step on to our next round.
Yes, we may continue.
This round is the rebuttal round, wherein both the participants, they will try to prove why the theater is better or why Netflix is better. So, Nivin, please begin with your first point.
They say that watching movies in Netflix is better than watching movies in a theater, as it is convenient, affordable, and offers a wide variety of shows and movies. However, I strongly disagree that watching a movie in Netflix is better than watching movies in a theater. My worthy opponent mentioned that Netflix is super convenient. The thing is that 52% of Netflix viewers find it challenging to find what they want to watch on Netflix. Is this what you call convenient?
Arna, Niven feels that Netflix is not at all convenient because it just makes you feel confused as to what to watch. So, how are you going to prove that? No, it is super convenient and easy.
I strongly disagree with you, Niven, because as you know that Netflix has categories for people to watch. They have 7 plus movies, 13 plus movies, and even adult movies, which are and they uh, which help the people to decide what category to watch. And there are even categories like funny, no, horror, comedy, so you can watch, and family. So you can watch it with your family, or if you want to watch a comedy movie. And in comedy will be 7 plus, 13 plus, and adult. So any people with any people can watch it.
I strongly disagree with what my opponent mentioned. Well, there's something called decision paralysis. That's when there are too many overwhelming choices. You don't know what to decide, thinking you'll pick a wrong one. And what Netflix recommends you, that's mostly not true. Only a bit is, and that's scientifically proven. I mean, it's just what you search for, not what you want to, what you like or something. So, when you want to watch a movie on Netflix, you just can't choose. Too many choices. Therefore, I strongly believe that watching a movie in a theater is far better than Netflix.
Okay. So, both of you shared your viewpoints. Anna, do you have any point to rebut? So, maybe have some other point from your side.
Okay. As my worthy opponent mentioned, that there you can watch it on a big screen. Well, there are very few movies which come on in a theater, which can't be convenient for the family. As well, some are adult and some are 13 plus. There are no recent in 2025. There are only two which are 7. There are only two movies which are 7 plus.
I mean, in India, there is no rule when you're this age you need to watch this movie. If you're okay with watching violence movies, even younger kids, if your parents are okay and if you are okay, even younger kids can watch movies that are 16 plus or 13 plus. So I think movies, they are movies, and you can watch whenever you want just by paying a small amount to have an unmatched experience to watch a movie.
Niven, I totally disagree with you because as I'll tell you my personal experience. I went to the theaters to watch a movie called Animal with my parents. But when we went to the gate, there were two people standing asking for ID. They're showing them that you are 18 plus. But I was not allowed. Me and my dad were out, and the rest of the family went to watch the movie.
Not once, I mean all the time when I went out with my cousins, I watched 18 plus, 16 plus, and I also watched 13 plus movies at the age of 7, 10, and 12. So I think maybe that's only in some theaters, but I have watched many movies that are not meant for me but older ages, and I had an unmatched experience. I had an amazing experience watching it with my cousins too. Therefore, it's obvious now that watching movies in a theater is better than Netflix.
Any other point of rebuttal that you want to share, Arna? Any strong point from your side, Niven?
Yes.
One
Now-
last point we will take. Yes, Arna?
I have a point.
Yes, please.
As I heard the opponent mentioned that it in a very less cost you can go and watch the unmatched experience. Well, now a ticket of normal ticket is 500 rupees on the weekends, but weekdays, and on the weekends it is 300 rupees. Well, some people can't afford it, and also they even want to watch the movie in the theater. So, how do you call this less price?
If some people can't afford a theater, how can they afford watching Netflix? 200 rupees a month. That too, if you pay for a year, it will be 2,400 rupees. And paying just 500 to watch a movie one day after the movie is so hyped to watch it, you just can't sit in the seats. You will have to pay. And it's kind of when a movie is hyped, you you just can't stay still and wait for it to come on Netflix. You directly have to get out and watch a movie.
Nivin, I totally disagree with you. Well, a 500 rupees ticket with 200 or 300 rupees popcorn or a drink. Well, that's too much. And if a big family is going together, it is also going to cost 2000 rupees. 2000 rupees to go to just watch one movie. Well, in Netflix, you have to pay 2000 rupees for 1 month. You can watch it every day or whatever, or even at lunchtime or at midnight.
But I totally disagree with you because you don't have to buy popcorn. You don't have to buy popcorn to watch a movie. They don't force you. You can just pay your money and go inside. And when you're watching at midnight or when you're watching in afternoon Netflix, I mean, don't you think there will be many disturbances? Like, for example, there's a baby in the house and the baby's crying. And if you pause and rewind, the baby will take a long time to stop crying. So it will automatically ruin your mood of watching a movie. So I strongly believe that watching a movie in a theater is better than Netflix.
I totally disagree with you, Nitin. As the same thing can happen in a theater too. Well, suppose a baby is crying or a phone call rings loudly. You get disturbed. You automatically your attention goes over there. Well, you can't rewind or pause the movie. Well, after the disturbance is over, you can always unpause and watch it from where you started. Well, that and a lot of people prefer Netflix than theater because they can rewind, pause, and even change the subtitles and the voice.
I totally disagree with what my opponent mentioned. I think many people prefer Netflix more than theater because some people maybe they just can't go by car or can't travel and they will just miss an amazing experience. So and you also mentioned that Netflix offers a wide variety of content. I mean, when they offer a wide variety of content, you would want to, it should have three main things: quality, sound, and it should be in a quite big screen, enough for you to see. Well, Netflix, it does not give you that option. Since a significant portion of Netflix viewers believe that Netflix is mainly focusing on quantity over quality.
Ma'am,
Yes, we have to stop them here. The fight is never ending.
Come
Both
on.
of them are giving. Okay, Anna, she doesn't want to stop. Last
Well,
point we take from you.
ma'am, I don't want to rebut his point. Do I bring up a new point?
I guess the time limit for rebuttal round is over, Anna. Yes, because it's very difficult to hold you back. Yeah, both are
Ma'am,
giving such great
sorry to
points.
interrupt. I think the point that Navin raised,
Yeah.
quantity over quality, is the point that Navin raised. I think Arna can clarify that, and then
Sure.
we stop it so that it doesn't look abrupt. Yeah.
Perfect.
So basically, Nivin, you told I totally disagree with you. Well, in about you told about the Netflix has a very less variety of shows. Well, there are a lot of movies you can watch or even series which are action, some are action packed, some are comedy, some are horror, and it's about your taste. Well, in theaters, you just have to you have to look at the shows. And if you don't like all of those, what will you do? You will go home on Netflix and on your favorite show or movie and just watch.
Can I rebut the point?
Sure.
I totally disagree with what my worthy opponent mentioned. Well, how do you know if you don't like a movie without watching it? Maybe you don't like romance or something. But what if the movie also has action and you like action? So I think you have to search the reviews completely through the reviews and then only you can decide. And I never mentioned that Netflix has a less variety of shows. I just mentioned that the quality of watching it is horrible.
I remember about this point.
Do you have any point to rebut, Arna? Will you love to give your concluding remarks over here? The
I
point that
give
he
it
raised?
already, yes. So I would like to for you to vote for me because as you know that Netflix is better than theater.
Niven, wrap up your rebuttal part.
Netflix, I strongly believe that watching a movie in a theater is better than Netflix since Netflix is overpriced and the viewers are having a hard time with the quality and just to find a movie they want to watch. Therefore, I strongly believe that watching a movie in a theater is far better than Netflix.
Thank you so much, Niven and Arna, for putting forward your strong pointers and making us perplexed as to theater is better or Netflix is better. So with this, we wrap up with our rebuttal round. We take a pause for the judge to do the marking before we move on to our last closing round.
Yes, ma'am, we can proceed.
I now invite the closing speaker, Niven, to share his viewpoints and wrap up the point that he has raised. Watching a movie in theaters is better than Netflix. Niven, we are waiting for your concluding points.
Good morning once again, Honorable Judge, respected opponent, and our wonderful audience. My name is Niven, and I would like to summarize the argument. I strongly believe that watching a movie in a theater is an experience Netflix can't match. The big screen and surround sound make every moment more exciting, whether it's a thrilling action scene or a touching emotional moment. On top of that, watching movies in a theater is more fun because of the shared energy. Laughing, feeling suspense, or being excited with the crowd makes the whole experience even better. While Netflix may be on your phone, it doesn't offer the same magic, focus, and connection that theaters do. So, the next time a big movie comes out, step out, grab some popcorn, and enjoy the magic of the big screen. It's an experience you will never forget. Thank you.
Thank you, Niven, for your closing remarks. I now invite Arna to summarize her points where she has raised Netflix is better than theater. Arna, over to you.
Good evening, good morning once again, honorable judges, respected opponent, and our lovely audience. I strongly feel watching a movie on Netflix is better than theater. Netflix offers a unmatched unmatched experience, and it is affordable, and it has a vast selections of movies and shows with the freedom to watch whenever you want to watch. While theaters provide a great experience, Netflix gives you control, comfort, and a better value. So, for those looking for a flexible and a budget friendly way to watch or enjoy a movie or enjoy a show, Netflix is the clear winner. Thank you.
Thank you, Arna. Thank you so much, Niven, for giving your concluding remarks. Now we take a pause for the judge to do the marking before we move on to the most exciting round, that is the cross-examination round.
Ma'am, we can proceed.
Sure. I now invite our respected judge, Ms. Taranum Sheikh, to please ask questions from our participants, Niven and Arna, and try to figure out which option is better, theater or Netflix. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Miss Anna. All right. Give me a moment, please. All right. Niven, you mentioned that the experience in theaters is unmatched. I do agree with you. How can we make this unmatched experience affordable for the viewers to come to theaters more frequently? Because it's undeniably true that when people go to theaters, they spend money on buying not just the tickets, but the food, snacks that's served over there, which are typically overpriced. How you can make this whole experience affordable?
Thank you for your question. So, theaters, they give an unmatched experience, but to make it affordable, maybe you can bring homemade snacks or the theater prices after you go to the same theater 15 times, maybe you get a 50% discount for the whole family.
Thank you, Nivel. Arna, my next question is for you. We certainly feel Netflix offers a range of uh, categories and genres of movies, and it's more convenient to sit in your living room and watch back-to-back movies. Um, how can you, what is the solution that you could offer when it comes to showing appropriate content for kids from ages 5 to 12? Because you rightly mentioned that the content seems inappropriate. What is your solution to this problem?
Like, I don't understand your question.
So when you go to Netflix, there are people watching Netflix from all ages, right?
Yes.
And let's say you tune in as a 10 or 11-year-old, you tune in, but you watch the content itself not appropriate to you, but you are able to access it, right? How can Netflix ensure that this whole experience is also not is also aligned to the interest of the children and the age of the children?
As the parents are making sure that their children don't watch inappropriate movies like A plus or 18 plus or 16 plus, which is not for their age. Well, if their children, some children are not listening, they can always put a code on that thing. Well, if you go on Netflix now, Netflix is planning to put a code like any password you can put on um, your account, like your parents' account, not kids' account. They can watch on kids, but the parents' account, as it has 16 plus, 18 plus, and adult movies. which kids can't watch.
Thank you very much, Arna. My next question is for the theatre team. Nivin. All right. Nivin, if you could make theaters even more fun, for example, adding cozy seats or a very variance of music that people can, experience through theaters, apart from just watching movies, maybe more comfort. What are the things that you advise we should have in this 2025 era of AI? That's something, you could experience in theater.
Thank you for your question. So I went to one movie theater and there I watched Superman. It's a movie, and during the movie, when Superman was flying, maybe the seats were moving and like water, like kind of like snow came from the ceiling. And I think if that was there in every theater, oh my God, there would be so many queues, so much queues, and nobody would even think of not going. They would at least have to try it once because moving seats, snow, it's like a real experience.
Thank you, Nivin. Arna, my question is, do you think Netflix can create addiction in people of all ages? As there is lots of content in the best price and at a click of a button.
Thank you for your question. Well, I think Netflix can make an addiction, which is not good. But all like some people are just not careful about their eyes and they are addicted. Well, me, like my personal experience, in my family, no one is addicted to Netflix. They always no one is addicted to Netflix. We surely watch movies, but we are not addicted as we have taken care.
Okay, thank you, Arna. This is the last segment for questions. So make sure you give your best in explanation with reasons and examples or stories. Okay. All right, Nivin. My question to you is, do you think the theater culture is dying because of the presence of so many OTT platforms?
Thank you for your question. But no, I don't think it's dying because when a movie is hyped and the big screen, the sound, they make everything more exciting, they make theaters stand out from OTT platforms with the surround sound. Like when we watch movies in a theater, there will be some ads, and in some theaters, they'll show like Dolby sound, and it will make the whole theater a whole sound. It will make like an earthquake, like the whole sound will go in throughout the theater. So I still think that theater era is not dead, and many people still believe that theaters is better than OTT platforms.
Thank you, Nivek. And my final question to Arna. Arna, tell me about the time when you were watching a movie on Netflix or any other OTT platforms, and you were surrounded by so many choices of movies that you end up watching none because you've gone through so many genres and selection that you've wasted nearly more than 30 minutes of choosing a movie. So it spoiled you for choice. Has it ever been an experience for you, and how did you tackle that problem?
Yes, that's been an experience for me. Well, around in 2025 only, I was sitting with my parents and it was late night. We were planning to have a movie night. Well, it was on my dad's account. Well, then actually they can't watch like 7+ movies, right? They even want to watch 13+ at least. Well, I'm 12 and a half, so I can watch 13+ movies. We were scrolling through movies when we found a very fantastic mystery 13+ movie. We were watching we on that movie. Then after 5 minutes, some inappropriate stuff started to come. So we changed the movie. We were finding, but then after that, my dad after that experience, my dad started reading the review or the thing, like the paragraph they give to explain the movie. Well, my dad can, and there are words written like sexual content and all that. My dad started reading that. So that's that, and in every movie it was there. And I think it's not appropriate for me. So that day we didn't watch any movie. Just we watched a cartoon.
So, okay. All right. Thank you very much, Arna. Thank you, Nivin. Ma'am, that's the end of cross-examination. Over to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for asking questions and giving them a chance to prove their point once again. So we take a pause for the judge to do the marking here. And meanwhile, our respected judge is doing the most toughest job for the day. We take the feedback from parents' ends as well. Miss Anna, are you there in the session?
Ma'am, like my mother, I think she's a bit tired and sleeping. Like my father and my brother and my grandparents are there too.
Okay, so I request Nevin's dad to please unmute and share his review about the same.
Hello everyone, good morning.
Good morning.
It was like a very wonderful session. I could see the energy and enthusiasm in both of the contestants, and especially from Nivin. I would think they really enjoyed the debate session, and thank you so much for your time and opportunity for them to perform their ideas in such a wonderful platform. It was really amazing.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words, for your genuine feedback. Highly appreciate it. We have Nivin's grandfather also with us in the session.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
It's really an exciting experience for us because you have brought out the best from both the contestants. And I do appreciate the way you have conducted it and the way you have been motivating both the participants. And the best they could bring out and their best performance. I congratulate them and also congratulate the team for making such a wonderful arrangement and experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. Highly appreciated.
However, I'm very curious to know from Sir, what would he prefer? Is it Netflix or theater?
Yeah, for
Yes,
me,
Mr.
I go to the theater rather than Netflix.
And
Basically,
any reason why?
Netflix take a lot of time for me, and probably the selection process is not that
Yes.
easy for me, and also quality.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. Ma'am, anyone left?
Oh, no. We are done with the feedback. So,
Okay, we did have some parents joining us and a teachers as well for your debate. So kids, it was not just you and your parents. We also had some spectators who was keen to know whether Netflix is better than theaters. So it's a surprisingly an excellent event that we witnessed today morning. So thank you, Miss Sana. Thank you, Arna, Nivin. Ma'am, should we proceed for the result?
yes,
It's
ma'am. The most awaited.
done. Right. Just a moment. Yeah. All right. So, kids, first and foremost, it was a very well balanced debate. I didn't find one team, at some point, I found that one were going very strong on their stance, while the other falling short of some. And in the other segment, I found the other way around. So it was a very well-balanced debate from both sides that shows your understanding and expertise about the topic for both of you. Okay, I did find there were good research points that were shared during the rebuttal segment and also during the cross-examination round. Coming to the part where I have to give you guys some feedback before I disclose the result. One for both of you, okay, is at some point in debate, you will also find you can agree to someone's point. Let's say Netflix is inexpensive, Nivin, as compared to theaters. Am I right? And it's agreeable, right? That yeah, you can agree that yeah, you are right. Netflix is inexpensive. Say that. It doesn't make you less. Say that. I do agree with you. I agree with your perspective, my worthy opponent, that Netflix is inexpensive, and then set the floor. Rather than using words that are illogical. It's a logic. Netflix is 200 for 1 month and theater is 500, one person, one time. There's no match. So agree to it. Okay, so that's my one feedback for both of you. The second is how you can say that you agree with someone. Of course, you can say, I do agree with you. I do share the same perspective. Okay. You could say that I understand your point, my worthy opponent. All right. So agreeing to someone or accepting someone's point doesn't make you less competent. It makes you look like a leader in control. So showcase your leadership skills, not just someone who is putting up a strong fight by way of their words. Your words have weight, okay? But your calmness and your balanced and your leadership skill have more weight than your words. So show that, okay? That's my feedback for both of you because you did the same thing throughout your debate. If I have to give you personalized feedback, Nivin, excellent stance, great posture, composure during the debate. I'll always love your presence and the way you listen and then you respond to it. That is fabulous. You can also note down the points as you're listening. That will strengthen your speaking skills even more, Nivin. Okay, so you can quickly scribble the point that she mentioned and then brainstorm how can you rebut to her effectively. Okay. Some places, if you could agree, when you're agreeing to her, nod.
Okay.
You don't have to look like, you're attacking someone. Debate is not attacking someone. Okay. It shows, yeah, I'm in my control. I get it. But yeah, there are places where I don't agree with you. Clear? That's my feedback for Nivin. Arna, one thing that I want to say. When you want to prove your point and if you disagree, you totally disagree with it, use your tone to express the same. What I feel is when you express that you disagree with him, there was still, your tone didn't sound very comfortable and confident about it. It was shaky. Oh, it might be or it might not be. Because tone is what? Your emotions. Your emotions is what? Yes, you agree, you stand up for something. When you stand up for something, your stance must say, your body language must say that. And your voice is a vehicle. It supports what you're saying. In your case, it was a mismatch. You're saying you don't agree, but your body language says, well, I might agree also. It's a tricky thing, Arna. Needs practice, needs repetition, needs reflection. Okay? That's my feedback for the two of you. Now, coming to the result, well, I personally enjoy going to theaters because for me, it's like a small trip or an event or a celebration. Because we throw a party, sometimes we go for a theater dates, movie dates. Why? Because we feel it's like, step out of your daily mundane things. So certainly I do prefer theaters. But when I come to the debate, I come totally without being subjective. I can't come and say, oh, theater person is someone that I'm going to support. No, I do like Netflix, right? But everything has its pros and cons. When I came to the debate, I came absolutely without being unbiased, okay, towards this notion. And what I felt was more convincing and gave me more assurance of what I believe is Let's think whether it's theaters or Netflix. I enjoy both. All right. So I think the team that, or the debater who presented strong arguments in a very balanced way, supporting it with facts, reasons, stories, anecdotes, and also sticking to the stance, the notion or the motion throughout the debate, couldn't shake, couldn't slip, was very focused, it was our lovely Niven. Congratulations, Niven. Superb and very well done in this debate. I loved
Thank-
all your researches you brought in at the right time and at the right place. All you need is just a little more of polishing that I already shared with you. Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations and thank you, Arna, for coming on a Sunday morning. I know you usually wake up late, but yeah, you chose to be here. That shows you are a leader. Yes, you are a winner. Okay, Arna? Good job. And thank you, Miss Sana. Niven is going to miss you badly. Yes. So we want you to continue this journey with Niven. We'll see how we can help Niven further develop his skills. Okay. Thank you very much, parents, for your kind words, and over to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for doing the most difficult job of this contest. But yes, thank you so much for your good constructive feedback as well for both the speakers. Highly appreciated. Niven, now you may propose a vote of thanks, please.
What a fabulous contest we witnessed this morning. We both showcased great proficiency today, and winning or losing doesn't matter. What matters is if we were better than our last performance. Let me thank our judge for today, Miss Taranum Sheikh, for doing the most difficult job of judging the performers. I also want to thank our mentor and guide, Miss Sana, for helping us become confident communicators and learn the art of debating. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, friends. Have a great day. This is me, Niven, signing off.
I'm going to miss him badly, ma'am. We need to plan out something to get Niven back.
Sure. We should, Miss Sana, for sure. Yeah. Miss
Definitely.
Anna would like to say something. Is she here in the meeting?
She's not well, I guess. Niven is
Yes.
not well.
Oh, she's not
No,
well.
I don't think she's here.
Not a
Should
problem.
I call
Please.
her?
No, that's fine. That's fine. Let her rest. No problem. That's okay. Yeah, we'll connect with her later. Right. Okay, let's pose for a selfie. Come on, Niven. Big smile. Thank you very much. Thank you, parents, and thank you, kids. Ma'am, that's it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Thank you. All the best, Niven. Do come back. Yeah.
Yes.